Thank you.
A lifelong Democrat who campaigned for Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders is now leaving the party and becoming a Republican. In an op-ed, Will Pierce writes, "The main reason I'm leaving the Democratic Party is its utter disconnect with the American people. The party that once championed the working class has now been overtaken by elites and affluent hubs who couldn't care less about the struggles of the average American." That author, Will Pierce, joins me now. Will, great to have you on the program. Look, you weren't just a Democratic voter. You were practically a Democratic Party operative. So what was the final straw for you?
I think over the years, Todd, the party has changed from its ideals. I personally view politics as a game of addition. You have to get to 50% plus one and unite people all the way around. If you look at the Democratic Party right now, they'd rather put people in boxes and label them rather than unite them.
Do Democrats just not care about the voters that they say they care about?
I think it's changed over years. Just if you just look at recent races, like look down in Houston versus Sheila Jackson Lee, for example. This is pretty much a leader 4 years in the Democratic Party, and her votes were just abysmal, around 30%. And it's just people in the Democratic Party, they just do not understand about the needs overall. If you look at today, for example, with Zelensky going up to the Capitol, the Democrats care more about what's happening in Kiev and what's going on the southern border. They care about more about just ideological stuff, such as who you are as a, it's more about basically just like what you are, your gender, your race, etc., than who you are as a person.
Well, the rot starts at the top. And in a new poll from the Wall Street Journal, 60% of voters disapprove of Joe Biden's economy, followed by 64% disapproval of Joe Biden's border. Over half disapprove of Joe Biden's handling of the war in Israel. So, Will, how much is Joe Biden to blame for people like you leaving the Democratic Party?
I'll be honest, when I supported Biden back in 2015, 2016, I was looking at his record over the years, and that's the main reason why I supported the president. At this point, though, if you look at just the economy, if you look at where we are as a nation, if you look at where we are as a people, he has not done what he promised to do or just as he's supposed to do as president. He's supposed to unite us. Instead, he's dividing us, and it just starts at the top, as you said, Todd.
Do you know anyone else like you, lifelong Democrats, like die-in-the-wool Democrats who are leaving the party for the Republicans?
I don't know anyone by name, but the thing is, even like, for example, my wife and I, we were talking last night. This is a big decision for myself. And a lot of people in the Democratic Party, I hate to say it, they're just afraid of leaving. We would even think about personal safety, like what it's going to be like just me leaving a party that I worked for 4 years overall. And you have a lot of people just thinking like that. It's like they think overall, can I leave the party? Can I, go across to the other side? And personally, I'm doing this because I look at the nation overall. We're at a very divisive period. If you look at the polling that you just quoted, it's just our nation overall. We have to be able to focus and be more united instead of being divided and just focus on just party politics.
That leads to the final question. Who are you going to vote for? In the same Wall Street Journal poll, Trump beating Biden by 4 points. Nikki Haley up 17% over Biden. Who's got your vote in 2024?
I think this is the first time since I've been, to be honest, over 20 years, I'm actually undecided. I'm leaning towards Trump, but I'm still looking at what's going to happen over the next few weeks up in New Hampshire and Iowa.
I can't tell you. I live in a pretty Democratic state up there in Connecticut. I can't tell you how many diehard Democrats have said, I never thought I would vote for Trump. I certainly didn't vote for him in 2020, but I'm voting for him this year. And that should speak volumes.
It's about time people start opening their eyes, man. I'll leave you with this article from the New York Post, why Black, Latino, and Asian voters are leaving the Democratic Party. According to this article, Democrats are losing ground with people of color. The percentage of Black Americans who voted Republican in the 2022 midterm nearly doubled compared to the 2018 cycle. Thank God. Asian American support for Democrat is slumping generation over generation, and young Latinos are registering without a party affiliation. This is a blessing. We need to save this country. For the love of God, please stop voting for Democrats. They are trying to destroy this beautiful place. You let me know what you think about this in the comment section. God bless you. Catch you on the next one. Trump 2024, bro.